¿Cómo estamos? All right. Are you guys ready for Hispanic Shark Tank? Yes? Excellent. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Albert Clark Castañeda. I'm the Southern Regional Director. I'm also the past president for the San Diego County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We are extremely honored to have you here today. Thank you very much for attending. This is an idea that was developed by our own Deputy Director, Juan Garcia, last year. And those of you that were able to come to Sacramento saw the engagement, the energy, and what it means to be innovative, right? That was a conversation that started last year. This year, we took that to a whole nother level. Okay, what you're going to see today is you're going to see 5 entrepreneurs, Latino entrepreneurs, looking to follow their dream. The theme of this convention is innovation. We believe that innovation is the key to the success of our economy. We know that Latinos are some of the most innovative minds that are out there. Our demographics, our market, our products. We understand the value of our economy and the value of who we are as a community. We are extremely honored to have Microsoft as our sponsor. So big hand to Microsoft. Big hand, come on. You gotta get louder than that, all right? One of the things that the board has called me is I'm the hype man for the chamber. So this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to hype you up, and I want you guys to be energetic. I want you guys to engage, and I want you guys to listen to these opportunities. And those of you that might have applied and didn't make it this year, make sure to reach out to these angel investors that are here today. They want to hear what your story is. They want to know who you are, and I guarantee they will probably invest in you today. Okay, so let's do this. Let's really get a big round of applause for our moderator today, Mr. Sherman Krancer from Microsoft.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, we are absolutely excited to be here at the 2016 Hispanic Shark Tank session, which is presented to you in conjunction with Microsoft. My name is Sherman Krancer, and I'm the Partner Channel Development Manager for Microsoft for the Western United States. And we support the California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in several different ways. We reach out and we provide educational benefits through a community outreach program. But today, we are also going to provide the winner with a $3,000 software package in addition to any deal that is made. We're very excited to have such a diverse group of startups to pitch our accomplished panel of judges. So let's start by introducing our first judge on our panel. And our first shark is Manny Fernandez. Manny is a serial entrepreneur that is passionate about encouraging and building startups and was awarded the 2014 SF Angel Investor of the Year and Equity Crowdfunding Leadership Award. Welcome, Manny. Just speak close to it.
Thank you so much. It's actually Manny Fernandez, but that's okay. I want to say I'm also honored being an angel investor in Silicon Valley, founding a group with 32 members, and then created Dream Funded, which allows entrepreneurs to raise up to $1 million per year from everyone. And we're the first platform approved in Silicon Valley. But one thing I do want to say, October 6th on CNBC, there's a TV show comes out at 10 p.m. called Make Me a Millionaire Inventor. You've seen many Hispanics pitch to sharks. Well, I'm the first Hispanic in the history to be an investor on a major TV show, Manny Fernandez. Let's be friends now. My network is your network. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Manny.
Follow me on Twitter, Manny Fernandez.
All right, so our next shark is Sean Salas, and who's a graduate student at Harvard Business School and serves as the co-founder and CEO of Camino Financial. Camino Financial has funded millions to small businesses nationwide. Sean has been featured on CNN and Univision on small business and technology.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's truly an honor to be here, and my purpose for today, at least at this point, is to give raw truth, good feedback to these entrepreneurs. Because something that I think we need to do in the Latino startup environment is start challenging ourselves more. Less than 1% of all venture-backed companies in the United States are headed by Latinos. That's something that we have to change, and I think it can start here. So I'm really excited about today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So our next shark is Jesus Arguelles of Arguelles Capital Access. Jesus has been a pioneering entrepreneur for nearly 40 years in Southern California and throughout the Southwest, growing entrepreneurial ecosystems and local engines of economic development. Please welcome Jesus to the stage.
City by the bay all the way down to LA. San Diego, Orange County, come on. Long Beach.
Wow. Who was in the training session this morning? Oh yeah. Do you guys learn anything? Yes! What did you learn? Just give me one thing. People. It's about social capital. It's not about financial capital. It's about connections. It's about network. It's about the support system that you have. And that's what I've been doing for 40 years. The rest of it is academic. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus. So our fourth and final shark is Carlos Lopez. Carlos and his family have been in the Mexican grocery business in San Diego since 1970. Several years ago, Carlos created Baker's Bodega, who specializes in distributing baking products to the Latino community. Today, Baker's Bodega has sold 3 franchises. Carlos is also on the board of the Innovative Funding Foundation, as he is passionate about sharing his business knowledge with Latino entrepreneurs. Welcome.
Hello. I don't know if anybody of you recognize me from your program there, but I'm the guy with the baseball hat on the vacation shot. I don't know how that shot got there, but anyways, I'm here today. I think I'm dressed for the occasion. Anyways, we're very excited. I'm from San Diego County, as you said, from the Innovative Funds Foundation, and we're very excited to be here today and to be a part of the Shark Tank, the Hispanic Shark Tank. I'm an entrepreneur, as they've said, and the first time that I had my first dream on developing a product and take it to market, I was 21 years old, and I took that into Albertsons, and we got national distribution, and that never happened again, but I hope to happen again with our products. So I know what it's like to have a dream as an entrepreneur and making that dream a reality, and I've done that numerous times. I've done that here in the United States, and I've done it in Mexico, I've done it in Cuba, and I've done it in Canada, and that's what brings us here today. We'd like to see how we can help today's presenters make their dream a reality. Anything we can do to help them, that's why we're here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so before we get started, I just want to let the audience know that we're going to have 6 minutes for the presentations, and then we'll have 2 minutes for the sharks to talk about a potential offer. Okay, so now it's time for our very first startup pitch. Smiley Go, please make your way to the stage.
¿Cómo están? Buenas noches. Repeat after me. I love Riverside.
I love Riverside.
Woo! All right. I'm Pedro Espinoza from Peru. And let's start. Smiley Go. What is Smiley Go? Our mission is to empower corporations to give smarter. And how do I go forward? Okay, perfect. We are an enterprise solution that empowers corporations to give smarter. What do I mean by that? The problem that we're solving is that many community engagement relationship managers, corporate responsibility directors, and PR managers spend a lot of time in grant matrix development, creating spreadsheets, sending emails, attachments, and sending them to their bosses. We streamline the process by creating a cloud-based enterprise solution so you can literally send all the grants and budget for the next years. Another problem that we're solving is targeting. Many corporate responsibilities and public affairs professionals really struggle finding the specific nonprofit programs aligned to their specific corporate values. Our solution, as I was mentioning, is a mobile-friendly data science enterprise solution where you can budget nonprofits when you can measure and visualize where your impact is going in terms of the grants, and you can also message nonprofits. The 1.5 million nonprofits that we have in our CRM are IRS vetted, which means they've been audited every single year by the Internal Revenue Service. What is our vision? At SmileyGo, we truly believe it's better to give than to receive. It's been proven that it's a better business to be engaged with your community. When your business is engaged, not only you have good PR, but your employees are engaged. It improves your retention, your recruiting, and also it's good PR. Our current team, as I mentioned, I'm from Peru. My first job was in Toyota when I realized that multinationals care about their public image and have a budget for corporate sustainability, for a Community Reinvestment Act, for community relations. My CTO and co-founder, his name is Joey Pereira. He worked at Google last year before we poached him. And then we have a VP of sales, his name is Ted Mullins, who used to work at Legislative and also used to be an officer in San Francisco. Then we have board members, advisory board members from Stanford GSB, from former mayor of San Jose, Ron Gonzalez, Wilson and Cincini, our general counsel, and a former partner at Andreessen Horowitz. Let's look at our market. What is the total addressable market? According to Blackbot Inc., our market leader, the market size is $6.3 billion. We're targeting the finance, utilities, and retail companies because these are the companies that are heavily invested in their communities and are not tech companies. Why are we not targeting tech companies? Because they can probably easily build the dashboard in a matter of months. The numbers, as I said, and this is the good news that we've done our due diligence and research, starting this year, the IRS started uploading the 990 forms, which is the nonprofit data, which they audit, on the cloud. Everything is moving to the public cloud on Amazon Web Services. So what we're doing is we're pulling all the data through AWS. Whereas you look at other competitors, they receive disks from the IRS every month of data. Now, the competitive landscape. As I mentioned, there are similar platforms in the arena. As you can see, Benevity and Bright Funds, they focus on different niches. Benevity is heavily focused on employee giving for matching gifts, and Bright Funds on individual funds. We focus more on the business units of the corporations. Name it community relations, public relations, corporate social responsibility, CRA, public affairs, or external affairs. We focus on, you can visualize and see the social impact of your grants and budget for the next years. You no longer need to budget for the next years and create more spreadsheets and find more email attachments. Everything is on the cloud. Last but not least, we have a compare and contrast tool where you can compare up to 10 nonprofits simultaneously. Because many CSR professionals tell us they can't tell the difference between a nonprofit in STEM for Latinas and a nonprofit for STEM for Hispanics. So then we use different filters and graphs so you can distinguish them. Last but not least, we have who's backing us. We've had the honor of being blessed by Manos Accelerator, who's backing us since 2015. We also got the seed grant, seed funding from Berkeley Haas this year, so go Bears. And last but not least, we got funding from Frank Baxter, former CEO and chairman of Jefferies Group, investment banking in New York, and former US ambassador to Uruguay during the Bush administration. And now we're fundraising an angel round of $500,000 convertible note, 4% interest rate, with a minimum investment of $100,000. Thank you so much, dear Sharks, and let's go Riverside.
Thank you very much, Smiley Go. All right, Shark, so why don't we start with Manny, and each Shark has 2 minutes to ask questions, and then we'll go down.
Just full disclosure, I judged the panel at Stanford, and he was there, and so I'm familiar with you a little bit. Since that time, perhaps, did you have any sales or any type of traction that you can show besides the nice slides that you showed us today?
Great question, thank you. Since May 2016, we have met with San Jose Water Company, PG&E, and we've also met with Restoration Hardware. These are all local Bay Area, well, we're in SoCal, but local Bay Area companies. And San Jose Water has verbally committed to be a beta user. And we have a meeting on October 18th to demo to the giving committee. So that's part of the sales pipeline.
And some entrepreneurs are quite ambitious. They don't have much traction, but yet they want large dollar amounts when they get started. Like you mentioned, 100,000 minimum. Why is that?
We recently pivoted to a more data-driven product, and we figured that we need to target the enterprise, no longer SMBs, which that was for the alpha. And for enterprise, they want more than a budgeting tool. What I showed is what it's already built, but we want to build, in addition, the employee giving side. So for that, we need another data scientist, we need another back-end engineer, and as you know, salaries are pretty expensive.
Hey, Mandy, do you mind if we kind of do this a little dynamically versus 2 minutes, so we can kind of like say, hey, Manny, I'm going to call you out. That was a terrible question.
I'll vote for that.
That'll be more entertaining. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it like that. What do you guys think? Let's do it. Let's.
All right.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Hello?
So, how do I make money? I just haven't connected the dots here. What are the economics on, what the customer pays, what your costs are, and what my profit is? I want to make money.
Sure, great question. We have a subscription model, annual license software, typical SaaS. Our competitors charge, it's a business tiered model. It depends how much the company gives. As you guys will know, AT&T, PG&E, everyone's here, it's beautiful, love you guys. You guys disclose how many millions you guys give. So based, if you give 20 millions a year, whether if you give 2 millions a fiscal year, we're gonna charge you less. The ranges depend, as I said. It can start from 10,000 to 30,000 a year, to 30,000 to 45,000 a year, and so forth.
Got it. So have you pitched that to San Jose, and what was the reaction to that?
They asked me for the range, and San Jose Water Company has one person full-time on community engagement. His name is Tim McLaughlin, and I said that we were arranged, since he's a beta, he's going to be the first customer, from 5,000 to around 25, 30,000. He said he felt comfortable, but of course, he said more leaning towards the 15, 10 grand a year.
So 15,000 a year, and then how much does it cost you to service that client? Because it sounds like you have a lot of overhead, you want to add another data scientist and more team members, et cetera, et cetera. So walk me through, and I know it's one client, but I really want to understand, like in a steady state situation, what would that cost structure be, not only to acquire that client, but to service that client over time?
Great question. So we're aiming to have a handful of customers at the beginning of 2017, first quarter and second quarter. We're not aiming for 30 or 40 customers because we don't have the customer support. Primarily, I'm going to be responsible for being in communications with them every single week. In terms of the cost, well, we have myself, we have Joey, and then once we hire the 3 engineers, then payroll's going to increase.
All right, I'm just going to be honest with you, I'm out, and the reason why I'm out is I think what you need to be able to do is clearly communicate the unit economics of your business model up front to any investor, because if you don't have a clear-cut answer to that, independent of where you are with this potential client, I think you really need to show that ROI roadmap to any investor that you're presenting. So I applaud your traction, but I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to take a different tact. I happen to have been a consultant to about 40 nonprofits. I think your product is phenomenal. I'm not sure how you come with an evaluation to request of 100,000. I will be interested in investing in you, but you need to strike a different deal. Your market of 6.3 billion, it's good, it's not ample. When it comes to scaling, I need a little bit more on upside. The other element I like to say, you have a phenomenal group. You have great social capital, and it's very much aligned with doing your corporate social responsibility. Our expertise is triple bottom line investing. I'm interested in finance, I'm interested in social impact, and also very important on the health of the community. So you're getting closer to where our sweet spot is. So we do deserve to continue this discussion. You need to strengthen not only your unit economics, I think what you need to strengthen is link all your social capital that you have to sales.
Gotcha. Okay.
I want to see not only the return on investment, financial return on investment, but I want to see how many jobs you're actually creating. We need jobs in our community that come from technology. And technology is a tough road when you talk about technology creation. And also, here's another thing. There is several competitors in your space that you didn't cover. They're better capitalized than you are. However, here's the unique element that you have. You in the Latino space right now. And everyone in this room should be downloading that app and getting your feedback so you can be testing and getting real feedback. Then you can touch bases with Southern California Edison and other institutional investors. That's my feedback.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to have to agree with Jesus on the business model, on that it's a great, I like it myself, but I tend to look at things on the operational, from the operations side, as that's my background. And I'm looking at you're seeking $100,000 for a 3.3% stake. As the minimum, you said $100,000, correct? And you also put in your notes that you're going to use this to hire a VP of sales, and they have a certain benchmark or sales to meet. And you're the guy behind the vision. You're the guy that really likes this concept. You understand it better than anybody else. I would expect you to be that VP of sales to go out there and raise the money, create the customers, because it's your vision, it's your product, it's your baby, right? So you should be the one doing that. But despite that, let's just say you're not doing that. If you are hiring somebody, $100,000, like you just mentioned, you need to put all your resources into sales to make this baby grow quickly. And $100,000 is not going to get you the caliber of sales VPs that you need. So I don't think you're asking for enough money to get that rolled out. And I wanted to ask you this. You put here that you're going to use these funds for, you're breaking it out into different, you didn't mention anything about marketing, about using the money just for a VP of sales. So how do you plan to sell it?
Thank you. Great question. We filled that document several weeks ago. We sent it to Juan. And since then, we hired the VP of sales, who's Ted Mullins, in one of the slides. So there are good news. We have more updated news. Now, the money that we're raising is for the backend and the data scientists, basically product-driven engineers.
Thank you.
Well, that hits our 8 minutes. Sharks, do we have an offer?
This is not my space. I'm products and distribution. So for that reason, I'll be out.
Thank you for the feedback.
I'll reconsider. Give me another offer. I can offer you, but I want you to offer me. A little bit different. Because if you don't know your value, and I know your value, automatically place me at an advantage. So you tell me how much you really need.
All right. In terms of convertible note and equity?
Just listen to what the gentleman said to my right. You're not asking for enough capital. If you burn too much, your burn rate is too high, that means your break even and your acceleration of a consumption of capital is going to burn you on your first 6 to 8 months.
He has an unproven model. He has to start some sales.
That's okay. I want to know that up front. At least an idea.
Well, if
That's
you
all I'm
disagree,
asking.
Manny, do you have an offer on the table?
What I want to say is that he doesn't have a proven model. because he has to hustle and make sales, and he cannot hire someone to sell your vision. It's like hiring a nanny to take care of your kids. You got to do it yourself. You can't do it yourself, you're going to fail. And then maybe you figure it out how it works, and then you hire a person. So,
Okay.
But I could be wrong. And I'm an investor in Dropbox, and so I have some good name companies. But the thing is, my heart goes out to the entrepreneurs that are trying to do it and need a little help. I want to ask the crowd a question here. I want to ask the crowd, because there's going to be a crowd decision. If I get the crowd support, I'm going to make an offer.
All right.
Only if I get
Put
the
your money
crowd
on the
support.
table. Let's do this.
Actually, there's already an offer on the table.
Yes.
The
Let's just
VP
hold
of
on
sales
one
is
second.
already hired, so I'm just fundraising
That's
for
right.
engineers. But go for it. Go with your offer.
No, it's your offer.
No, it's your offer.
All right, my offer. So you didn't like the 500,000 convertible note. Okay,
You said 100,000 minimum. Why 100,000?
because that'll be able to pay a salary of at least one full-time engineer for
And what will
12
that do?
months.
What will that bring me? What will that bring to the enterprise?
We'll be able to build version 1. Right now we're in beta stage. That's why I'm here to meet awesome enterprises and
Okay.
get the beta feedback. We
Okay,
need
so we're going to have to end this. We need to figure this out because we have several other great startups. So, let's
just
go
to
ahead.
build the version 1. That's that, and
I'm
then
going to
sell to
offer.
enterprises.
I'm going to offer my social capital. They can get you more than $100,000.
All right, I take it.
How is that?
And
How is that?
I was at.
I'm going to bring you my connections to get you $100,000. Actually, more.
Thank you so much.
Without traction, you don't have anything.
I agree.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
It's not about the financial capital. It's about the connections that you're going to build so it has sustainability. Got it?
Well, you can't pay your bills with social capital. You got to need money. So if I'm going to make some investment today, all right, well, he's cutting us off, so I guess we got to do it off the stage then. But anyone here that really likes him and think you'll actually want to put out, say, $100, and if there's enough people that really want to support him, we're going to match it by 75%. So I'll explain more about it. But if someone's got to come together and say, you know what, there's enough, at least $1,000 for this guy, I'm going to personally put down at least $10,000, and we got to restructure a deal. Maybe this gentleman is going to open his network, and we can combine our network to help you.
All right, so why don't we do this?
I got
Why don't-
10K down.
It sounds like that's fantastic, but it sounds like we're not really putting together a deal that on the table here besides what you're offering with the social selling within your network. So basically, the question is, are you going to take it or not? Do you want to?
I'll take the gentleman's offer. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So welcome Engage Builder, everyone. Welcome. So if you stand behind the podium. Perfect. All right. So you have 6 minutes.
Good afternoon, Sharks. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon.
I think that this is the first time I've ever thought that I'd like the Sharks to bite. My name is Sarai Garrett, and I am here with Engage Builder. We are an omni-channel marketing platform. And what that means is that we are focused on delivering a marketing message created for the everyday small business owner and entrepreneur. When we look at statistics, in 2014, Bright Local did a study, and they got 600 technology-savvy small business owners, and they asked them questions about digital marketing. 64% handled their internet marketing in-house. I'm in marketing. That means that my market share is very small when 64% of people, small business owners, are doing their marketing in-house. I also realized that small business owners don't necessarily have the funds to afford my services. But what they do have is the time, the ability, and when you don't have a lot of money, you make things happen for yourself. Small business owners are very creative, and they like to save money. They also like to make sure that other people know who they are and where they are. They understand that this is important, but they get stuck because a lot of the times they don't know how to deliver their message, their brand, or even get people to buy their product or service. With Engage Builder, we're able to do a lot of different things. So when small business owners are looking at what kind of platform they want to use to deliver their message, whether it's Infusionsoft or Constant Contact, they may get stuck. They may get stuck because they feel like they don't know what platform to go with, which platform is best for them. And they're investing money into a platform that they don't necessarily know how to use. What we've done with Engage Builder is we've been able to put together email marketing, social media marketing, loyalty programs, mobile ordering, surveys, videos and slideshows, apps, and even a Wi-Fi hotspot engagement in one platform for as little as $40 a month. They can deliver their message to their clients their way with their budget. They can also do text messaging marketing. The best thing about doing it with one platform is every time they send out a campaign, there's analytics associated to that. Now that they have analytics, they can gauge and measure their growth or who their market is and who is really looking at their marketing. From the sixth.
Is this working here? Is it moving forward for you? There you go.
Okay.
Just push the green button.
Okay, thank you.
We'll add a few more seconds to her presentation.
So Omnichannel was created so that you can publish all of your marketing campaigns through all platforms. I talked about, okay, I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here.
That's quite all right. We have them at Microsoft as well. You'd be surprised. Okay. Yeah, just push the green button right there.
Okay. So I did talk about the types of communication when you're doing marketing. Out of the 600 savvy business owners, 37% of them are willing to spend more money on digital marketing. 32% say that internet marketing is very effective. I talked about loyalty programs. How do you engage your potential clients? You want to make sure that you give them something for talking about you. Word of mouth has now gone digital. We all know that, and we know why Yelp is successful. Small business owners are now able to do that within their own platform. Feedback. I talked about the analytics. Who's your market? What are they doing? And are they buying from you? Marketing without strategy is the noise before failure. We're not just a marketing platform so that small business owners can use our platform, but we also teach small business owners how to deliver their message, how to think like marketers and act like marketers. More importantly, small business owners are now empowered more than ever. We want to be able to empower small business owners and give them the tools that they need to thrive. Engage Builder. Build your database, engage your customers, increase your revenue, and earn customer loyalty. Thank you.
All right, that was fantastic presentation. So let's give it to the Sharks. We'll start with Carlos right now, and we have 8 minutes, and you can do a dynamic throwback, left, back, and right if you want to. But let's be respectful.
Get back at me right now?
Let's be respectful of everyone's time here.
Okay, I'll start off by saying that this is a very robust platform. It's a very robust platform. I know it's not a one-size-fits-all because it can't be. If you're able to achieve what you're telling us today, I'll be your first customer to do it. Honestly, we go through the hurdles of what you discussed on a daily basis. We have our companies in LA that market to a consumer, others to distributors, and to other countries. And so this is a major challenge for all companies out there. So I want to say that if you can make this happen, I'll be one of your first customers.
We're ready to launch.
But with this said, okay, well, that was actually my question. You're asking for $25 million for 35%. Is that accurate?
2 to 5 million for 25%.
2 to 5 million. Okay, it says here 25 million for 35%. Big difference, right? All right.
For
Okay.
that much money, how many customers do you have, and how much money are you making currently?
Pretty ambitious.
This platform is ready to launch. So what we're looking
So
at,
no customers?
we do have customers.
So
And
it's
we-
ready.
And we're beta testing. So we have 65-year-olds who are currently using our system because we want to make sure that it's user-friendly.
Is it pre-revenue?
The platform actually came out 2 years ago, and it was too new for the market. People didn't quite understand omnichannel marketing. So what we did is we rebranded the platform, and we relaunched the platform as new. We do have companies like Claro Communications in Panama. We actually grew the database to 350,000. We have CDC in South Africa. They actually have about 50,000 people that we were able to engage as well. Banamex is actually one of our clients as well. They use it for satisfaction surveys. Blue Green actually tried it. Blue Green is a company that does timeshare, and they grew the database to 1 million using our platform. So those are the companies that have used it in the past, and you know, they're satisfied with the platform. The platform is ready to go. It's just rebranded, and we relaunch it again like it's a brand new platform.
Is the platform working on all operating systems? So you have iOS, you have Android.
The platform is a
BlackBerry.
cloud-based platform, so it works on anything: Android, iPhone, tablets, web, social media, even on the smart TVs, and even on the ones that have not invented yet, because this is a cloud platform.
How much have you invested of your own money in this business?
600,000.
Who's the tech person behind it? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Who's the tech
I am
person?
the tech person
You're the
behind
tech
it.
person? Okay. And businesses like this, sometimes they have problem with can spam laws. So are you using your own server? Or
Yes,
are you using someone else's?
we have our own servers. Yes.
So
Can you tell? Oh, go ahead.
So tell me tell me about, so are you the tech person behind it?
Yes, I am.
So how does that work? How do you manage where people are not spamming using your system?
Okay. What happens is that we have an email verification. Everything that you send, it needs to be verified, and also your IPs, they need to be on the whitelist as well. Okay, so for example, when we sign up a customer like yourself, you upload your list, and the first thing that you do is that you send an email for opt-in. Okay, so you send the email, and you are proving that your list is a real list, and you are also proving that your email is a valid email. You are not allowed to put a bogus email and just send email. That's not allowed. You need to use your own email. We actually send an email on your behalf in your name using the Engage Builder platform, using our white IPs.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background, since you're the tech person?
Yes. Actually, it started in 1989. I used to be a developer for the U.S. government. I developed applications for the Veteran Administration, all the civil service applications, and I have developed over 200 different platforms.
Can we give him a round of applause, please?
Yeah, that's amazing.
We need more STEM engineers and entrepreneurs in this, and it's really an honor to be with you, and also to hear your story and the fact that you're putting so much money behind this platform. I'd also be a customer as well. I do want to be straight with you. I'm going to, I can't invest because we don't invest or lend to pre-revenue companies, and so I can't put an offer on the table. But I do want to give you a little bit of feedback. I think, and one, I want to offer, and we should talk after this, about where your valuation's at. I think it is a little bit, for you to be pre-revenue, I'd like to better understand what the proprietary elements of your business model is, and you can feel free to explain after, but also at the stage of the business that you're in, you have some traction, but still it's limited, and at that valuation, you really want to see really hockey stick growth. That's the round of, it's at least a Series A, and you guys should thinking about angel round seed, which start around 250,000 and go up to 2 million at its max, and you'd be giving up around that same amount of money. But I think, with valuation expectations set, more communication in the presentation about your backgrounds, both of your backgrounds, which I'd love to hear more about, and also what's proprietary about this technology that no other technology has, then you can go in front of a tech investor and have a fighting chance. I would say something closer to 2 million, or maybe even, quite frankly, 1 to 2 million at that valuation.
Jesus?
Well, I happen to know the individual that's presenting the venture from 2 years ago. I'm not going to invest, but I will tell you what I will do. I will provide you with enough expertise so you can calibrate your model and you can come back and ask for a couple of mil.
Thank you, Jesus. Carlos, do you have any final questions?
No, not another question, but actually I was just going to mention that I'm not going to invest either, but when you guys are ready to go into other parts of South America, Mexico, and below that, I can lend a hand there. I have several contacts in both business and government that I can provide. Like I said, I like the model. I think it has traction if it does everything you say it's going to do.
Manny?
So I'm interested in taking a meeting because there's more information that's needed, like what is your SMTP servers, how are you connecting to the different social networks, are you using an API, and if so, what are you doing? Because that's important, especially the numbers that you're asking for. It appears that you're in a more of a seed round stage, start off a little bit slower, but if you want to, have a conversation, restructure something that makes sense for both parties, I'm very open to that.
Okay.
I think it can work out well with some of our companies that we are currently in our portfolio.
One other thing, just to answer the question, our application is bilingual, so everything is English and Spanish. It's already built into the platform.
Great. Well, we don't seem to have a deal here, but I will tell you that Microsoft is interested in talking to you about hosting your stuff on Azure, okay? And I would like to talk to you later about possibly engaging you into the programs that we have. But thank you very much for your time. Great platform.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, that was a very interesting program. I actually talked to him earlier today, and I thought to myself, wow, we coach our partners on how to engage and market and do all those things, and there's all these different platforms, right? All these different platforms, and you could literally spend an hour every day just trying to go to each one. So it's very interesting. All right, so let's